Hello, and welcome to day 5 of the Shiva Shanti Project's 30 days of meditation. Today, we're going to be learning the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 technique. This is a different type of meditation than we've been practicing, as we will actually be keeping our eyes open for this one. This is a grounding mindfulness technique. Mindfulness is a great tool to use because it brings us back into the here and now, into our present environment. And it really helps to remind us to be present instead of spinning off into all the many scenarios that we can create in our minds when we're dealing with stress, when we're dealing with anxiety, when we're dealing with extenuating circumstances. So, one thing that's really helpful is to keep your eyes open when you are trying to ground, when you are being mindful, because it reminds you to connect with your present environment, with your physical space. Another thing that can really help is to actually speak out loud what you're experiencing, because again, it just brings you back into that space, into your physical body, when you can feel yourself speaking and hear the words you're saying. So as we get started, we'll just start to, as we always do, shake out the hands, shrug the shoulders, maybe roll them back a few times, maybe roll them forward, maybe do some neck rolls, do some twists. And let's take a nice big stretch, reaching up ahead. And reaching from side to side. All right. And once you're nice and comfortable, we'll start to do 5-point breathing. So we're going to inhale for 5, the count of 5, hold for the count of 5, and then exhale to count of 5. And this will start to regulate and slow down our nervous system for our practice. So when you're ready, we'll inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold at the top for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll do that one more time. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we're gonna just start to take a deep breath, and we're going to look around, and I'm going to ask you to find 5 things that you can see with your eye. Anything in your physical surroundings. That might be me on the screen, that could be, the wall behind your laptop, that could be the corner of your eye seeing the color of the sleeve on your shirt. So just notice 5 individual things and speak them out loud. All right. So now let's take another deep breath. And this time we're going to identify and acknowledge 4 things that you can physically touch, 4 things that you can feel with your hands or with your body That might be the texture of a sweater that you're wearing. That might be your fingers touching each other. It could be your hair on the side of your face. So just take a moment to notice 4 things and say them out loud, 4 things that you can feel with your body. All right. So now we're going to take another deep breath in. And exhale. And now we're going to start to notice 3 things that you can physically hear. Now, this might be a little bit challenging. Maybe not if you're, living with somebody who makes a lot of noise. But ideally, we're going to notice, acknowledge 3 things in the room, or maybe outside of the room, maybe some ambient noise that you normally wouldn't pick up on. The sound of the refrigerator humming, maybe sounds coming from inside your body, a stomach gurgling, or maybe the sound of your heartbeat if you listen really closely. Or maybe there's a sound from the outside, a car, or a train. So just take a moment to really listen and saying out loud 3 things that you can hear. We'll take a deep breath in when you're ready. Breathe it out. And now we're going to start to notice or acknowledge 2 different scents that you can smell. And again, this might be challenging. Maybe not. If someone's cooking in the room nearby, it might be super easy to identify this. Or maybe now would be a good time to stand up, stretch your legs, and notice a scent change in a room, maybe an air freshener in the hallway or a scent in the kitchen. Just really pay attention. Maybe it's just the smell of really clean, crisp air. Just to notice, acknowledge, and say out loud 2 things that you can smell. And when you're ready, we'll take another deep breath in. And let it go. And now I'm going to invite you to notice or acknowledge any taste in your mouth, whether that's taste of a candy or a beverage you recently drank. Maybe it's just noticing the taste of the inside of your mouth, your cheeks. A good way to ground here is actually to take a candy or something like that and just focus on the taste of it. It's just noticing anything that you can with your sense of taste. And we'll take one more deep breath in. And exhale it out. And now I'd like to invite you to acknowledge or identify one thing, one positive thing about yourself. One thing that you are so grateful, one quality that you are so grateful or so proud of in yourself. And say that thing out loud and take that with you as we finish our practice. And maybe, because I think we could all use one right now, being that we are socially distancing ourselves, is maybe just give yourself a big hug. I really miss the feelings of hugs, and I think I deserve one today, and so do you. So I'm sending you that hug energy and lots of love as you continue this day. And I hope that you find this practice helpful and that you can practice it when you need it the most. Mindfulness is something that we need to practice often, because in practicing it becomes natural. When something becomes natural, it becomes our go-to when we are feeling the sense of anxiety or panic. And during those times, we don't always have the bandwidth to really remember how to de-escalate ourselves. So the more that we practice mindfulness and just noticing things around us, the more it will become a natural response when you really, really need it. So I hope that this is of help to you, and I look forward to meditating with you again tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us. Namaste.